whiteboard. Okay. So today we're going to talk about a movie called Starman, old movie. So Gerard, would you like to summarize kind of what the movie's about?
Yes. I think the year 1978 or 76, the NASA sent a probe to Jupiter and to explore the universe. It's called the Voyager, and this probe there is a message for aliens in case they find the probe. It summarizes some things about mankind. I think when the probe reaches Jupiter or something like this, a spaceship that looks like a small planet takes the probe for a while, and then the probe continues his travel. And an alien comes to Earth with a small spaceship. This alien crashes because some fighter planes put the spaceship down. The alien goes to a small farm where there is a woman who is a recent widow, and he's mourning her husband. And the alien takes a piece of hair of her husband, and with the DNA, he shapes like him. So impersonates him, like a clone, like a sort of clone. Okay, so that's the the beginning of the plot.
Okay. Jorgen, would you like to pick up what happens after that?
So that they go for a ride, but maybe not immediately after that. And they stop. The widow called the police and tell them she's been kidnapped. And
did she call the police, or did she tell someone along the road?
I think she called the police.
Remember the lug wrench?
The lug wrench?
She almost hit somebody on the road.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
She told that guy, I'm being kidnapped.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I go on?
Yeah, keep going.
I can't. I don't know what. I can't remember. I can't recall.
That's okay. Masad? You want to continue? What happens after the alien clones the dead husband? And then the alien and the woman begin their trip to Arizona. So kind of what happens during that trip?
During that trip, she initially felt she was insecure because being kidnapped by some alien thing. So, and later it turned out to be Stockholm syndrome. Like it's it's kind of a syndrome when someone kidnap you and kept you for a while, and you would empathize for how to say that. You will feel good about them. So it's kind of such a experience for this lady. And later, she tried to save him from some other problems, and their journey goes on. And finally, they disease all the cops and reaches the place where the alien ship, spaceship, come back to get him the home, his home.
Okay. All right. Rendezvous. When we're going to meet someone at a certain place, we use a French word to describe that. We call that a rendezvous. So he had to rendezvous with his ship in Arizona at the meteor crater in 3 days. So the story is about him and the woman trying to get to the rendezvous point in time for him to be rescued. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. What obstacles did they face? Did anyone try to stop them during this trip to the rendezvous point? Gerard?
The American Army.
Okay.
They want to catch the alien, but
All right.
I
Go ahead.
yes, I don't understand them. The way they go after him, because they almost kill him, and with a woman, especially these warning fire.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe, because if the army was about to find an alien, I think living alien is much better than a corpse.
I don't know. Plus, why shoot him if they're going to the bottom of an empty hole? Where can they go?
They don't have any vehicle and nothing. It's not that like the alien has a bomb or something, or going to blow out as a big city.
So the U.S. government viewed the alien as a danger and hostile and maybe coming to invade the Earth with their advanced technology. So the U.S. government wanted to catch the alien and study him and cut him open and look inside of him and basically kill him to learn what they can about him without interrogating him. It makes not a lot of sense. Okay. Hassan, why did the alien come to Earth? What was his purpose?
At the end of the movie, he confessed to the city officer that they are interested in human species. So, so he might wanted to take some samples of human species. That's why I think he took the human incarnation. He transformed himself as a human being, and he returned back to his home as a human being, not just how he come to the earth at the time. Because at the initial stage he was a blue light. He was like a blue light, but he transformed himself as a human, and he returned back as a human. I think that's might be the reason.
Okay, they investigated. They found the probe that said, "Please come visit Earth." So they sent him as an ambassador or a scout to go visit the Earth and see what we are, who we are, maybe study us a little bit, come back with a report. Yeah, they're nice people. You know, we should initiate contact and trade with them. So that was his purpose. Okay. Okay, we'll go look at the questions. Jorgen, you want to pick a question?
Okay, wait a second. I couldn't find the Padlet, but
you the link again.
Mhm.
Okay, the link is there. Whoops, hold on.
Yeah.
I got a number sign in front of it. Okay, is this Padlet not visible to anyone?
No.
No?
I have the link with the presentation.
Say again?
I have the link with the presentation you made.
Okay, we can look at the presentation also. I can just ask the questions either way. Gerard, you were asking, do you think an American fighter plane would shoot down a peaceful UFO?
I don't think so. I think they would try to find out whether this UFO is hostile or not. Because imagine if some advanced technology, you shut down some advanced technology alien, there is the likelihood that they are going to retaliate. So it's not wise to hit someone that is stronger than you. It's not wise if you don't have a good reason.
I think the problem might have been that they didn't know what it was. They thought it might have been a Russian nuclear missile. I don't know, Russian spy plane. But again, if it's not doing anything, why shoot it down? Yeah, a little bit strange.
Okay, I can take a question now if you want.
Okay, I think I made it public. I thought it was public before, but I guess it wasn't. You should be able to see the link now, I think.
Not in the chat.
Say again?
Not in the chat.
Still can't see the link?
The link was for this conversation, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. That's okay. Vasant had a question. Vasant asked, said that the doctor, one of the scientists, said that it would take us 10,000 years to attain the cloning technology of the alien species, and that we're ancients in this technology of cloning. So Vasant asked, what do you think about this statement? Morgan, do you think that our ability to clone is 10,000 years in the future?
Maybe.
Or is it close?
Closer, maybe.
Okay. We've already cloned sheep and some other small animals. So cloning is, we're going to attain cloning probably much sooner than 10,000 years. But this was made back in 1980. Back in 1980, we didn't have the cloning progress that we have now. So we're advancing quicker than that scientist imagined. Okay, and Vasant asked, why did the alien transform into a human? Gerard, why do you think he took human form?
To empathize with humans. So he was a sort of energy form, a sort of form of energy, living being, and he took the shape of a human, I think, to contact and to get a better relationship with them.
Okay, he needs a mouth so he can talk to them. So he had to take human form just to be able to communicate. He took, one of the reasons he said that he took human form for Jenny was what? Jorgen, do you remember why he told Jenny he looked like her husband? She kept asking him, "Why do you look like my husband?"
Yeah. And you ask after his answer.
Remember, she said she was jumpy, she was nervous, she was afraid because he had kidnapped her and was taking her somewhere she didn't know she was going to die when they got there.
Yeah.
And she kept saying, "Why do you look like my husband?"
Yeah.
Asant, do you remember his response? "I look
No,
like your husband, so you will not be a little bit jumpy." So he took that form so she would not be afraid of it.
Mhm.
But it didn't work initially. Okay. Okay, Gerard, you had a question. What do you think the small metal balls were that the alien carried around? He called them marbles.
Sí, yes. They were sort of marbles, silver marbles.
Okay.
I think they had some form of energy that could make a sort of miracle with them, you know?
So I guess the aliens could manipulate matter. So that to manipulate matter, I guess they needed energy. So I think they were just some kind of energy form that he could draw on that, like a big battery. He could draw on that energy source to help him manipulate matter and make things change, if you will. Okay.
Sorry, was the marble the right word here?
No, marbles are usually made of glass. I would just call them small metal balls.
Okay.
Small metal balls. Okay.
Yes, because I thought initially, I had a funny thought. It might be a currency of their planet or something. Because usually, whenever you go out of your country, you carry some your own country's currency for an emergency. Just like that, he used those marbles. In case of any emergency, you can use that. So it's like a currency or something.
Okay. Luckily, he had enough to last the whole movie.
Yeah.
Okay. He had one left at the end. What did he do with that one gray ball at the end?
He handed it over to the female character, and he said, "It will." She doesn't know. She didn't know what to do with that marble, and he replied, "You, your son, our son, will know what to do with that marble. Maybe he might use it for communicate with his father in future. It might."
Yeah, we don't know how he's going to use it, but he had one left for their son, their baby, when he was born. Okay.
Daddy's left over.
All right. Gerard had a question. There was one scene where the alien kissed a man. So Gerard is saying, if you see a man kiss a man in your country, is that socially acceptable or is that kind of strange? Jorgen?
That's strange.
Same for America. A little strange. What's that?
Yes, it's really strange. Even if a boy kisses a girl in public, it's also very strange in India.
Yes.
And Gerard, your own question?
Yes,
I
I wasn't thinking about homosexual couples, but you know, in Spain there are some people from the north of Africa, so they are Muslims, and men kiss each other when they greet. But it's very normal, very, very common, and even some people from here took this habit, this tradition, this way to do things, you know. So they, instead of shaking hands, they kiss on the cheeks, you know.
On the cheek.
Yeah. But I think the kiss in the movie, it wasn't in the mouth. It was next to the mouth, between the cheek and between the mouth. If you see the picture, it's not. I think it's not straight to the mouth.
All right. Okay. I thought it was on the mouth. Okay.
That's a big difference.
Gerard had another question. What's the most illogical moment of the movie? What part of the movie maybe didn't make much sense?
I told my logical moment when the helicopters shoot the protagonist of the movie. This warning fire. It's very difficult. I don't understand how they didn't kill them because so many bullets around. It's impossible being super size.
It was pretty close, and then they had explosives too.
That reminds me, this TV show from the 80s, the A Team. The A. Do you remember the A Team? All the time shooting a lot of bullets and and nobody was killed.
I never watched. Okay. Like Star Wars, they say the white troopers can never hit anybody. Okay, what I would like to do, I think that's the, well, there's one more here. Gerard had a question. What's the moral of the movie? What's the point, or the idea that the movie's trying to teach us? Jorgen, you want to try that one?
Okay. That even if like this girl, Jenny, she couldn't get any child, but suddenly she got one. So you never know what happens in life. Maybe that's one point.
Okay, so miracles happen, if you will.
Yeah,
Okay,
miracles. Yeah.
all right. Vasant?
Uh, I don't see anyone because for me, every alien movie, uh, in my opinion, are made to uh, support the NASA. Because NASA is spending more money and they are spending a lot of controversies going on. They are wasting their money instead of spending some infrastructures of the country. So whenever any movie comes out about any aliens or any extraterrestrial activity, I assume that it supports NASA's policy and adds points.
Okay, so to support NASA and space travel funding.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Gerard?
I like the end of the movie when that says there's no place like home.
Okay. I mean, he liked a lot of things about the Earth, but he still liked his home world also.
Hmm.
And in this case, he had to go back because he was dying in Earth's environment. But even though he liked many things about the Earth, he still liked many things about his home also. So he had to go back. Okay. I saw a couple of morals to this story. The first one is alien contact. Okay, our first alien contact. One group, the U.S. government, assumed the alien was hostile. The SETI guy assumed the alien was peaceful. Jenny didn't know. She was initially afraid, like the government, but then she came to realize he was a nice guy, like SETI. So one moral is you can't judge, you shouldn't prejudge a book by its cover. Don't presume they're evil. You know, be cautious, but assume they might be good. So how you initially make contact, your first impression controls the outcome. I think the second moral is that the alien is in trouble, right? The government wants to find him, capture him, maybe even kill him. And he's alien to the earth. Humans, half the world would be afraid of him, and half the world would try to be his friend. So Jenny eventually became his friend, and she was helping this alien guy, completely different from her, but she was helping him. And then later, the Spanish people in the pickup truck gave him a ride and helped them when they were in need. And then later, the young boy in the hot rod with the gasoline can helped her. And then at the end, the city guy told the police, this is not the man we're looking for. So through the whole movie, they find strangers helping them out of kindness. So I think that's another moral of the story is people helping people. And then finally, what I think is one of the key lines in the movie that I enjoyed was Sherman, the city guy, at the end asked him, asked him about alien races. And he said, there are many alien races out there, and many are savage and cruel and evil. And he said, do you know what I like about the human race? Do you remember what he said?
I remember. Um, you are the best when the worst thing is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So this is also a moral of the story. When humans are really in desperate need, when they're really near death, that's when they pull together and help each other to try to survive. So what he liked most about the human race was when things got desperate, we worked harder. We didn't give up and say, I give up, kill me, I quit. We worked harder to survive. We fought back. So he thought that was a good characteristic of the human race. So it had a lot of morals in here. If you look at what happened, friendship, compassion, how to treat a stranger when you first meet them, good or bad, and helping each other. So I thought it had a lot of good morals to try to teach. Okay, Gerard, you had a question?
Yes. So, yeah, around these years, at the beginning of the 80s, there were several movies where the aliens were good people, like E.T. and Encounters in the Third Phase, I think. But there are other movies where aliens are bad, like Independence Day. So, which sort of aliens do you think is more likely to find? We are more likely to find which sort? So the hostile aliens or good aliens?
I think we had this in a TED talk one time. So Gerard is asking, do you think the first aliens we meet are likely to be friendly or evil? Jorgen, what do you think?
I think friendly.
Okay, Vasant, what do you think?
Yes, I hope for the best. Friendly.
Friendly, okay. I would say probably friendly, but it depends on why they're contacting us. If they're looking for resources because their planet is dying, they may come here to take what we have and leave us dead. But if they're advanced and looking for trade and something like that, then they should be friendly. So it's without knowing anything about any alien species, it's just a guess at this point. George, what do you think? You think they'd be friendly or hostile?
Yes, friendly because I think if they were hostile, we would already know. Yes, but we tend to be that they would be hostile because we are hostile. So we are afraid, but because we want to always, take other countries, other places. our selfishness. We want everything, and we tend to think, okay, the others must be like, the burglar think that the others are burglars. There is a saying in Spanish that says that.
Okay. Vasant, do you have a comment you wanted to make?
Yes, because we were talking about the illogical movements. This movie is about the Voyager 2's message, because they read our message, uh, and they wanted to contact with us. But one thing didn't make any sense, because uh, the male character could not speak English. Then how could he read the message? That is the thing that itches me, because he is contacting us because he read that message, but he could not speak that language. That is ironical.
Okay, so the question is, how did the aliens understand our record, our invitation? He explained that the record contained welcome in many languages from different countries around the world. It also had pictures and words to try to teach the aliens a small working knowledge of conversational languages. He could speak Chinese. He could speak Russian. He could speak a little bit of English. Greetings. I come in peace. I mean you no harm, or whatever. So he knew a little bit, but basically they learned it from the record. They learned enough to figure out what the message was and to come to the earth with enough English words to say greetings. We come to visit, or something like that. So we trusted that an advanced civilization had the intelligence to decode the record, if you will. Gerard, does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Yes, I agree.
I mean, if I show you pictures and say dog, dog, house, house, you'll be able to speak a little bit in that language if you've memorized those words. Hi, hello, greetings. But he didn't know a lot. That's why I thought it was kind of funny in the movie the way he had to learn words, define shit,
Yeah.
define love, define little bit, jumping, and the way he learned hand gestures. What hand gestures did he learn in the movie? Gerard said he learned this one. He learned this one. He learned one more. Dutch apple pie. Terrific. A-OK. A-OK. Terrific. How's the Dutch apple pie? Terrific. So I like the way I thought it was kind of funny the way he was learning hand gestures, not really understanding them real well. But he tried to use them just like a foreign student would. But he didn't necessarily use them the right way. But and then when he was in the bathroom watching the man pee for the first time, like, what is he doing? The guy thought he was a gay, a queer guy. So he said, so some cultural misunderstandings in the movie, like the two men kissing. So cultural misunderstandings, learning language. I thought it was kind of cute myself. Okay, what I would like to do for the remaining half an hour is I've got a movie slide. I want to share my screen. And I want to look at a couple of slides. And this title slide says in 1977, as Gerard mentioned, Voyager 2 was launched into space, inviting aliens to So it said, get ready. Company is coming. Okay. All right, hold on. I need to share a different screen here. Give me a moment. Okay. Can everyone see my screen here? The arrival?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so who wants to explain what's happening in this slide? Gerard?
Okay. This is a fire, a forest in fire, because the spaceship crashed. So the planes put it down and crashed, and there is a big fire in the forest. At night.
Okay.
At night.
Night, all right. And we can see the spaceship at the bottom. And what's that white light above the spaceship?
This is the alien, yes. That is a form of energy.
Okay, so he's leaving his spaceship after it crash landed. Okay. Jorgen, what is the significance of this lock of hair in the movie?
I don't know.
This is human hair.
Yeah. I remember I saw it, but I couldn't. I missed the point.
Okay, Hassan, how did this human hair fit you into the movie? To remember someone, we cut a little bit of our hair and we give it to someone as a way to remember us. So this was a piece of hair from her dead husband, so she could remember him. Well, his dead hair contains his DNA. So the alien is so advanced in technology, he was able to look at the DNA in this piece of hair and use that DNA to rebuild that entire human DNA person from a piece of hair. So this hair is how he was able to clone into a human being. So that contained the DNA of her dead husband. Okay, Gerard, what's happening here?
This is the transformation. The alien transforms to the with the body of the dead husband of the protagonist. And here's the form of energy.
Okay, so he transformed, or he grew from a cell into a baby, into a man. He did that inside the house, and then he walked outside the house, and she woke up and saw him outside the house using one of his metal balls. What was he doing? Jorgen, you remember? He was communicating. This is where he was phoning home. He was saying, I've crash landed on Earth.
Yeah.
Environment hostile. Need rescue. We'll meet at rendezvous point in 3 days. This is when he was communicating with his mothership.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. He was sending a message. He was phoning home. Okay. Okay, Jorgen, this is a scene where they're in a car.
Yeah.
She says, where do you want to go? And he said, he threw up a map of the U.S. on the screen with one of his metal balls.
Yeah.
pointed to some place. So where did he want her to drive him?
Arizona,
Arizona. Why?
because the ship was picking him up there.
Okay, that was the rendezvous point with him and his ship. Okay,
Mm.
Vasant, what's happening in this scene?
In the scene, the city officer is examining the crash landed UFO, and there was some the recordings are there, which was sent by the human many years ago with the Voyager 2, and their fellow officers are looking, supervising what he is doing. This picture.
Okay, so this is when they opened up the UFO, and Sherman, the SETI guy, was the first person inside, and he found our Voyager record inviting aliens to come visit Earth. So that's when he knew that the aliens sent him there to visit Earth because they invited him. Okay. All right, what's happening in this scene, Gerard?
A hunter had a deer, or I think it was a doe, a female, because, or maybe a young deer. It was attached in the front of the car. I don't know how do you call this part of the car?
The hood.
The hood. Okay. And you know the Starman feel pity for that animal, and he thanks to one of his balls of energy, he revived revive, I don't know, resuscitate, what's the verb?
Revived or brought back to life.
But brought the deer.
So he brought back a dead animal to life out of compassion. And when Jenny saw this from the restaurant, that's when she realized he was a good alien. He loved life so much that he brought a dead animal back to life. That's when she started feeling love for him, I think. She realized this guy's a good guy. He's really not bad at all. All right. Jorgen, what about this scene? Do you remember what happened here?
Yes, they drove through a road stop.
And they crashed a roadblock.
A roadblock, yeah, and they crashed into
A fuel truck.
fuel truck, yeah. But he walked away with her.
Okay, why weren't they killed in the explosion?
His unnatural forces.
He used one of the gray balls, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He used his gray balls to put a force field around him, an energy shield around him to protect him from the explosion.
Yeah.
That's why he's kind of glowing blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a comment about this because initially I thought, how did he know that the truck was going to blow? Uh, because he is not familiar with that kind of accident. He just arrived to the earth, and later I realized he when he landed on the earth, his ship was crashed, and the fire was it was exploded, and the fire happened. So he might have had that thought from that incident. So he just used to prevent them from burning.
Good point. He knew that his spaceship could blow up from the fuel, so maybe the car had some kind of energy, so maybe he figured the car could blow up too. Also, he did watch TV, so he might have learned something from watching TV, but we didn't see what he learned from watching TV. Okay, good. Okay, Gerard, what about this scene here? What's going on?
I think the protagonist, is dead, and Starman is not sure what is going on. So he's wondering why he's sleeping like here, like this. She's sleeping, yes.
Okay, Jorgen, what do you think? Do you think that the alien's wondering if she's dead or not?
No, I think she was hurt, maybe.
Mm.
No, she's dead. She's dead in this scene.
She's dead. Okay.
She's dead. So is he trying to figure out if she's dead, or is he thinking about something else? Maybe. What do you think?
I think she thinking about to kiss her.
Okay, that's a possible thought going through his mind. Vasant, what do you think?
Yes, he's examining her body, just like he did to the dead deer.
Okay, he recognized the deer was dead immediately. So I think he can recognize death because, again, when you're dead, you have no energy. So I suspect he knew immediately that she was dead. I think he's feeling regret. Remember, she said one time, traveling with you could be dangerous for me. And he got her killed in the police car. So I think he's looking at her dead body, and he's realizing she's right. She's dead because of me. So I think he's feeling regret, and he's maybe thinking, what can I do to fix this bad situation? What do you guys think? Gerard, you agree?
Yes, I think so. So I think he went eventually will revive her, like he did with the deer.
I think at this point he's probably feeling regret first. Okay. Like I've caused someone to die.
No, it might be a love feeling or something, because before that scene, she explained what is love. So he might feel that feeling too.
That's a good point. He might be feeling the loss of a loved one, which is a strange feeling for him. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, Jorgen, what's happening here? That's a fist. Glowing ring.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember that.
Okay. Asad?
The picture is not loading for me. I am still looking at the old picture. The previous picture.
This is right after this picture. This is when. Okay, well, go ahead, Gerard. I know you know.
Yes, the Starman has a energy ball in his hand, and that's the reason why his punch is like a red, because it's a strong light, And with this energy, he is about to revive her.
Okay. So he's decided at this point that he caused her death, and it's his duty to bring her back to life. So he's going to somehow heal the damage to her body and actually bring her back from death. We don't have that technology, but his race does. Okay. Jorgen, what about this scene here? Do you remember this?
yeah, he get the lift. He leave Jenny at the road cafe, and yeah,
Okay, so he hitchhiked the ride
yeah, with
with
the
a cook. Okay, with a cook. What did
yeah,
he say?
yeah. He asked, "Do you have a line?" That's I have never seen this expression before.
What's your line of work?
Yeah,
What kind of work do you do? What's your line? Yeah, we don't say that. We usually say, what kind of work do you do?
yeah.
So what did he reply?
I have it close. Oh, what's the beginning? First letter.
Yeah.
Uh,
Remember the car scene?
Maps.
He said, I'm a map maker.
Yeah.
So he said, do you make a lot of money? And he said, I'm a map maker. So that means you don't make a lot of money making maps. Okay? At this point, where is Jenny?
He left her because he is realizing that it's dangerous. His travel is dangerous, so he left her alone. He only wants to come back to his spaceship and keep her protected.
Exactly right. She was taking him and she got killed, so he's decided because he cares for her, he wants to keep her safe, that he's going to travel alone now. Okay? Basant, how did Jenny feel about that when she woke up and realized he left her? How did Jenny feel? Was she glad?
No, because at that point, she had a good feeling about him. So she was, what to say that? Um, I don't know the exact word. She
She wanted to help. She was sympathetic.
yes, sympathetic,
She
and
wanted him to succeed. Okay, so she went after him. Okay? All right, Basant, what's happening in this scene? Do you remember?
I still could not see the pictures. Could you please explain what is in that picture?
Oh, this is the young boy with the hot rod, and he's got a can of gasoline, and he's lighting it, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to explode.
Okay. Yeah, this scene is for distracting the army people. The lady wanted him to distract the army so that she can lead the male character to the opposite side.
Okay, so it was a distraction, a decoy, all right?
Yes.
Okay. Gerard, this picture?
Yeah, this is the pickup from Spanish immigrants that help him for both of them. Here they are Jenny and Alien are together, and they are traveling in the back of the pickup to Arizona.
Okay, so the boy threw the gasoline can out into the desert. It exploded. All the army people rushed over there, and the kid drove away like he had the alien with him. So they started chasing him, and the alien and Jenny were able to go down the road, bypass the roadblock, and were offered a free ride from some Spanish immigrants. So again, an example of kindness, helping someone in trouble. Okay? Jorgen, do you remember what this picture was? She's holding a baby.
Yeah.
Is it her baby?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's the Spanish woman's baby. Okay?
Yeah.
So what does he learn in this scene?
maybe he think that he will give her a baby too.
Well, this is where she learns she can't have a baby.
Mm.
She's got some medical problem.
Yeah.
This scene is where she says, I can't have a baby.
Okay. Yeah.
But it shows her with a baby, so she wants a baby, but she can't have a baby. So this is where he learns that about her.
Yeah.
Okay? Hassan, what is this scene here? Or can you see it? Did we lose Hassan? We lost Hassan. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Gerard, do you remember what this scene was?
Yes. This is a sort of laboratory from the army. So they want to capture the alien and examine, I don't dissect him. I don't know. How do you call when you dissect him?
Dissect. A biopsy is when the person's alive, and autopsy is when the person is dead. So they call this a biopsy lab. So they were going to experiment on him while he was alive initially. Okay? So they were going to tie him down, restrain him with wrist straps. And this is the SETI guy, Mark Sherman. Was he happy or not happy about this lab?
He doesn't agree with the army.
Okay. So he's got kind of a unhappy look on his face.
What the hell are you doing?
Okay. All right. This is the scene on the train after they had made love. So, Jordan, do you remember what he is telling her here? What did he do to help her in regards to the baby?
No, I can't remember.
Okay, Gerard?
He, he impregnated her. Is it correct? Impregnated? Fecundated or fecundated? Because he impregnated her, okay.
But she couldn't have a baby, right?
Yeah, so he fixed that, but I think he didn't use any energy ball in this case.
It may be that when he brought her back to life, that might have restored her to brand new condition. When he healed, he might have healed it then, or he may have done something now that we didn't see. So we don't know exactly when. Somehow he fixed her infertility problem.
Another thing, he said to her that this baby would be both from her dead husband and the alien,
Okay, part human and part alien. And what would his profession be when he grew up?
Maker? I don't know.
Jorgen, do you remember? He said your baby will grow up to become a...
The baby will know, he said, but I don't know if...
Okay, she said the baby would grow up, he said the baby would become a teacher. So perhaps in his civilization, teachers still have a lot. You're not on Earth anymore. Okay, our time is up. So we'll finish it up. This is where they go to Las Vegas and gamble.
Yeah, he knocked at machine.
Yeah, he can control machines. So he won a little money from a quarter, and then he took that money and won the giant jackpot. And this is where Sherman and Fox, the bad guy, are talking. And Fox kind of treats Sherman with disrespect and kind of pisses him off. And then they reach the crater, a restaurant close to the crater. And then they're eating, and the police catch them. And then Sherman shows up, and they talk. This is where he says the human race is a good species compared to many alien species. This is where Sherman tells the police this is not the man. So he watches what the woman did, so he kisses the guy also. This is where payback. Fox made Sherman angry, so now Sherman let the alien go and made Fox angry, so he's blowing smoke in his face. Sign of disrespect. And they're going to the bottom of the meteor crater. And the police, the helicopters are coming in. Da 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 da. Okay. And they shoot warning shots. The alien are here. And finally, the spaceship arrives at the rendezvous point and puts down some artificial atmosphere so the alien can feel healthy again. And then they talk and say goodbye, and they kiss, and he gives her the metal gray ball, and he says goodbye, and he goes home. Okay. Okay. So what did you think? Was that a fairly good movie for entertainment purposes?
Yes, I think so.
I kind of enjoyed it. It's a romance, but women, your wives might like this kind of a movie.
I like the background sound and background music in the movie.
It had some nice music, yeah. Kind of sad, but happy at the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gerard, I forgot to ask you to record this. Did you think to record it?
Yes, I did so.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. So if you can post that someplace
Okay.
where we can find it, I'd appreciate that. Okay, thank you guys for attending. I hope you learned some vocabulary and got something from our discussion. I probably talked too much, but I wanted to try to cover the video. So we'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.